destructive. We want to take that power of art and plant seeds of liberation in the minds of people, not in this kind of negative world of self-destructive nihilist culture and behavior.
My point of view, or what I was trying to get at, was when you go into this sort of a definition of things, it's a very fantastical and amazing sort of a concept that there is some sort of frequency that we're tuning into, and we're getting warnings from future events that will have a big ripple in time. How is this normally received when you talk to people? I mean, you're a very unusual guy. How many people can you talk to about this stuff?
I think it's unsettling to most people because I haven't heard it spoken of, but I just happened to be one of the people that got blazed with a vision. I had forgotten about it entirely. I knew I'd painted this is the dark possibility of humanity, and this is the light, this is the nature, and this is what we have to, and here's Al Gore with some basket of fruits and things.
What is the name of that?
Gaia,
Can you pull that up? Gaia, can you pull that up?
A Gaia painting. And
how long did you do this before September 11th?
It was 1989. It was. I had the vision in 1988, the day our daughter was born. You know how powerful your child being born is. It impacts you. So we had been up for 3 days anyway, and I had to leave my wife. They kind of kicked me out, and I had to go do an illustration project. But as I was going over the Brooklyn Bridge, I had this vision. And it was probably the division, of Manhattan and Brooklyn or something, but I had this diptych kind of thing. There's a better one on alexgray.com, but that's basically it. The world tree as the great mother, and the stress that humanity is causing.
Dude, the Twin Towers and the planes, that's fucking trippy.
Yeah, so 1989, and there was somebody who bought it, and of course it was in the Ill Communication album, and then I published it in 1990 in the Sacred Mirrors book, my first book that came out then, and so that was in there, and after 9/11, some people sent me emails and showed me the picture again, and I hadn't remembered any of that at all.
That's amazing. That's really, really freaky. When you think about these ideas and these blips and these signals and whatever it is that you tune into when you become creative, when you think about the impact that the work that comes out of it has on people, what do you think ultimately we're doing here as humans?
We're evolving our consciousness.
Process?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can't help but be transformative.
Does technology and destruction have anything to do with that?
Of course, it's accelerating the
need for change too.
The need for change.
The needs to grow. It's
Absolutely.
Almost like we're threatening suicide unless we do something about it.
Absolutely.
Get your shit together. I'm going to blow my brains out.
Yes, the waking up is happening a lot through the interconnectedness of the web of technology. Technology had to happen after an industrial period. All of it has been an evolving intelligence that is finally beginning to see its cosmic origins in the story of the universe that we've been discovering, and the Hubble telescope that shows us the vastness of space and the understanding of dark energy now that connects everything, the clusters of galaxies that had to exist. The Earth is a rare kind of. I think of it as this alchemical.
Balancing act.
Well, it's the alembic that goes around the sort of whatever the alchemist puts into his retort or into his flask. This flask then is heated, and it has a special temperature that brings the interior to transformation, and it goes through a lot of different stages. But I think of the Earth and its surrounding geomagnetic field. The geomagnetic field is our alembic. It's our alchemical alembic. Now you look at the Mars, and it no longer has a magnetic field around it. And so everything has died. And so this magnetic field that surrounds the Earth is our protection from the solar flares and the solar heat of the sun, and gives that beautiful kind of aurora that happens. And so just at this particular orbit were we in relationship with our guru, the sun, and we have this attraction, but what is attraction? It's the bending of space-time, and you're at a particular circulation, but that circulation has the alembic of the geomagnetic field around it. Thus, what the experiment of life can unfold takes billions and billions of years to grow an intelligence that can start to recognize its own source. That's astonishing. That's a great, epic journey of the evolution of human consciousness, and that's what's really going on. Don't read the times, read the eternities, as Emerson said,
It's a great quote.